All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Niana and Priestess Makala. I am Priestess of the Galactic Spiral Light, the healing modality that helps you to clear those stuck energies that have been blocking you, that have been repeating for you, that have been causing problems. Which brings me to the update. Now, we're going to do a workshop that was going to be 3 days. First, it originally started off, it was going to be 7 days long. Then Spirit says no, shorten it. So I shortened it to 3 days long. So we had time to sit with that. And then after watching how the energy has come in and started accelerating, I'm like, oh my God. And then there's people saying, well, I can attend for this many days, but I might miss this day, but I'm going to play catch up. So we sat for a couple of days, and then Spirit finally came in and says, pick one day, extend the time, and then put it where we do 3-day follow-up in a private signal group. Okay. So here's the deal. We're sending out new emails. So if you're on the email list, which I'm pretty sure most of you are, that took the last workshop, it is a Zoom workshop. And this is going to be on the 24th of a Sunday. This coming Sunday. Okay. Now you're probably saying, oh, that's short notice. No, honey. We gotta. We're in Aquarius now. Pluto moved into Aquarius today. Pop, pop, pop. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Love it up. 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 Okay. Anyway. What? What? Anyway. Here we go. We're on the 24th. We're starting 8:30 Pacific time. That's my time, 8:30 in the morning. Because I got to make breakfast, then get her situated, then come on here. Hi, Grace. How are you? Come on in, darling. So, got to make the breakfast, get her squared away. And then I'm in here to do the 4-hour workshop. Now, here's the deal. We're going to compress and move everything into 3.5 hours. After 3.5 hours, we open up the floor for 30 minutes, ask questions. Okay? So, depending on how everyone flows, we have 4 hours max to get this work done. Which I'm pretty sure it'll be just right, because the 4 hours time that we're doing everything, we're going to take our time going through each part the way I had it set up for the 3 days. We're going to do water, then earth star, and root. Okay, that would be the first hour. Second hour, we're moving into your sacral, solar plexus, and the heart. Okay, then the third hour, we're moving into the rest of it. And then this is where we're going to move in, do the clearing, and then the reboot. Okay, we're rebooting. We're not going to stretch it all out those days doing that. And then I don't want people doing this thing like, well, I'm going to go ahead and pay for it and then I'll catch up. No, there is no catch up with this. We have to break that. You know why? Because catch up means this. And Marty and I got a good lesson in this from Spirit today. You want to know what catch up means? Catch up means this. You didn't want to commit to all the times or something else came up that you had to deal with. So that interfered with a smooth receiving transmission. Okay? So when you say you're going to play catch up's great for if you want to watch old movies or a series or something you want to get caught up on, that's great. That's no problem. Okay, that's fine. But when you're doing certain spiritual clearing work and The people involved are the facilitators, and they're holding the space and the energy at that time. This is where it's essential. Okay? You don't want to play catch up with this because you're going to be behind. So Spirit just says, pick one day. We're eliminating this so-called catch-up time. And everyone who decides they want to do it, they commit to that day. So Sunday, the 24th, is the day that we are picking because it comes to a number 7 for Spirit. On that day, we're starting at 8:30 in the morning Pacific time. Add your times accordingly for Midwest and Eastern. Okay? Just cross out 4 hours of time. Okay? We are not going to be rushing through this. This is not a rush thing. This is going to be a nice, deep, going in and getting clear. Why are we pressing this, lovelies? I'll tell you why. Because our lesson today, Marty and I were just bombarded with Spirit as we were having a conversation. They just like to come in and sit with us and have conversation with us when we show up talking to each other. So the reason for this is because you know how you look at the time and you say, damn, where's the time going? Where's the time going? I finally got the energy answer for that when I did my medicine bath yesterday. I was in complete bed rest yesterday. Didn't do nothing. When I say I did nothing, I mean nothing. I just prepared a couple of things, food. That was it. Back in the bed, resting. Okay. Had a few little John Wick moments. Finally saw John Wick 4. Did they check? I think they took my John Wick away from me. And the 4th one, I'm not happy about that. But oh well, just a movie. They always rewrite it later. Somebody else show up looking like a twin like him. Who knows? Anyway. So the teaching I got in the water yesterday when I went and took my medicine bath was mind-blowing. And they said, you know how you see your time going like this? I said, yes, what's up with that? I looked at my phone and I said, okay, it's 8:45. No problem. I went and did something. I wasn't gone more than 5 minutes or something. I come back, it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, how the hell is it 9 o'clock? And I just looked at the time. And I said, wow, the time is accelerating like crazy. So Spirit came in, the team, I should say, the divine team, came in and said, all of us were being accelerated 15 minutes ahead. Some of you are going to experience 30 minutes ahead. Some of you that are out, that are time warriors, space warriors, fighter warrior, are going to experience 2-hour time acceleration. So in your mind, you're thinking you just lost time. But you didn't lose time, you accelerated time. And I was like, and so think about this. If you keep losing every day, if you keep accelerating ahead 15 minutes every day, what is that doing? I said, pushing us ahead in time. Exactly. Because you have to what? We have to get caught up to the timeline that has been taken. Exactly. Now, we're not saying that we're going to jump you guys all those 3,000 something years of stolen energy time. That would just be too massive for people to handle. But we're going to do it a little bit at a time so it won't be so shocking when you see the technology and stuff that's been held back freak you guys out. when you see other beings walking amongst you that won't be able to hold that frequency and covering, you'll be able to recognize them and it won't freak you out. Some people are going to get freaked out anyway. And I said, okay. So then they showed me the next thing. And I thought this was so cool. So now keep in mind, I'm in my medicine bath. Okay. You know, it becomes portal. So I'm in there. And all of a sudden, I'm whisked standing in a bank. And I'm saying, oh shit, I'm in a bank. Oh God. Can anybody see me? I was in the bathtub. So I'm like, and I'm in a bank and I'm watching people pass by, but this is what I'm seeing. And this is the part that was so crazy. Okay, this is the part that was so crazy. So I'm standing in a bank and I'm like, people are passing by. And I'm like, okay, nobody can see me. I'm like, okay. And I'm just observing. And I see this one couple sitting at a desk with a banker. And the banker is telling them how much money has been put into their account. And they're looking at each other like, what are you saying? What are you saying? And the man, but it wasn't a man. It was a higher star being that was looking like he was human, but helping with the transition, okay? Tells them, well, due to certain things that have happened for many, many eons on this planet, this is the way of balancing things back out. This is yours. And the elder man stood up and he grabbed his heart. He grabbed his chest. And it was all like the shock was too much. And he like literally almost like looked like he was having a heart attack. And as soon as he grabbed his chest, the agent behind the desk pushes a button. And then these like paramedic people came in and gave this man something, resuscitated him, and says, you're okay. Now, this is the part that was really, really cool. Each person that was in this bank was being told this information. And as they were being told this information, their spirit energy that has been titrated to this particular coded serial number essence was coming in and matching with the person and was highly crystalline, coded, and stepped into the person, and that person received that spirit essence of themselves, just like that. And I was like, what is this? I said, well, this is calling back people's essence from those places where their energy was being manipulated and stolen in the marketing. I said, oh my gosh. And they said, we're showing you this now. So this is already happening. People are getting their soul parts back, but it's going to be a massive part of it coming back as this happens. And I was like, wow. And they said, this is the same. Hi, this is the same for when someone has been found and they were kept in dark places, and then they are rescued from those dark places, and they are taken into these places, and they're cleansed and they're nurtured, and they go through their healing to become whole. Those counter soul parts get recalibrated, get their crystalline activation recoded, and then comes back and matches with the person to seal up all that pain and injured part. Some are not able to do this process because of the amount of harm and stuff that had happened to them. Okay. So some have to get recalibrated on the other side. Okay. I'll say it that way. So I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I was like, okay. So because today Pluto enters Aquarius energy today, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that. Maybe that's why I was laying down and resting, because being a Capricorn, it was coming out of that, coming out of that energy. And I'm like, oh hell, let me lay down. Why fight it? Just lay the hell down. So that's the medicine, energy, teaching, vision that I got yesterday. It was mind blowing. I mean, it was so pretty to see people's soul essence coming back to them. I mean, it was like just watching people. It's almost like when you take people out of an enslavement system and those parts of them comes back to them and brings in that joy, that happiness, that feeling alive, that feeling of that life force surge. That's what that was representing, that life force surge. Okay. So, all right. No, I'm not talking about a movie. Talking about a vision I had. It felt like a movie. But yeah, that was like, dang. So this is going to be very interesting to watch when this starts happening, because it's already happening in other countries. Okay, the deposits. Okay, it's already happening. So that was really, really cool. And I got another teaching from Spirit that said this: anyone that is encouraging a group of people to leave from the United States, you need to ask that person who's saying it, where are they going? Where are they going? Where are they leaving? Where are they going to? If you're going to be bold enough to tell a whole group of people, cultured people, that they need to leave the United States, where are you the one that's saying it, where are you going? Or where are you currently living right now? Okay. There are those who will say things to get people to do the opposite of something because it's a part of the plan, so you won't benefit from anything. So many timelines have been taken down that were going to be harmful these last couple of days. Gone. Energy is taken down just like that. They're not playing. And now because Pluto is in Aquarius, oh, it's on now. It's on. It's on now. It's on now. So this workshop that's happening on Sunday, if you feel aligned to it, you will sign up for it. It's $111. We're going to keep the price on it, 4 hours, but here's the deal. You have to have a Signal app activation, because you're going to be put into the Divine Cosmic Connection group to finish out your 3 days of integration, where you will have 3 days follow-up in that group. Okay, that comes with your sign up for the workshop. That's 4 hours long. We're going to make it 3.5 hours, but keep 30 minutes for questions. Okay. And we're going to go through everything. So you have all that time, uninterrupted timeline energy of healing instead of breaking it up, the timelines. So I had to really thank Spirit for that. And I said, okay, because we were going to move the date to 12/12, but that wasn't going to work. It felt great, but there was going to, when it's in the middle of the week or something in a weekday, that's hard because a lot of people are either going to work or they're going to rush to try to hurry up and get home so they can participate. So we picked one day on the weekend. We picked a Sunday, and that's the number 7 energy. So if you would like to participate in that, you have until Saturday to enroll. Some of you have already sent an email requesting it. All you have to do is just see if that fits your timeline and if it aligns with you. This is going to be all about that clearing, like getting in there and just doing this work. You are going to do this work. You're going to do this. We're just creating the space for this to take place. We're creating the space for this intelligence of spiral light to come in to help move that out, because getting you ready for this next part that we're going into, you want to be able to receive that abundance and prosperity and be able to be in a good creative space, not operating from the same cosmic pattern cycle. And I have a friend, I'm not going to say her name, that was going, we talked about this, and I said, you moved from this state, you moved somewhere else, you got your home, but the energy of what you dealt with financially has simply followed you here. So what do you need to do differently when you move? A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to move from here and I'm going to have a nice, clear start somewhere else. It doesn't always work like that if you haven't taken care of business with the self. Because all you're doing is moving from one place to another, but you still have the same patterns. You still have the same cycles. You still have the same interference. You still have the same blockages that are still coming up, that are still showing themselves. They're still causing not having balance. It's causing that out of balance stuff. Okay. How many of you experienced that? You think moving from one place, it might help if you're moving out of a situation and then you move somewhere else. But if you didn't work on that energy, you didn't heal that, and it's still coming up, you're still going to start, it's going to start showing itself, and it's going to be that pattern, that energy showing up once again. Okay? This is where you want to really get in there and break this. You really want to clear this. So when we're dealing with the water star, dealing with the earth star, and then dealing with the root on the first day, you're going to have stuff coming up. You're going to have some releasing happening. But we're going to move slowly through that before we go into the sacral, into the solar plexus, and into the heart and free that up. Then from there, we're going to move into the throat, into the third eye, into the crown, into the soul star. Then from the soul star, we reboot, recode into the spirit chakra, going into your universal and your galactic, then finally back up to creator, and then receiving all of that recoded energy coming back down. Boom, lock it in. Then you're going through, after that's done, the reboot. You're going through your integration. This is a time where you really stand in that inspired energy of self, that rebooted life force energy, the energetic life force of the body and having a good connection with that. If you really think about it, how many of you have really been dealing with a lot of fragmentation of yourself? Every time when you experience, thank you, when you experience a trauma, that's a piece of your spirit energy gone. When you hear bad news of someone close to you, or you just experience a loss, a job, or someone stole something, or something tragic has happened, that's a part of you gone. When a woman goes through anything of a personal attack that has happened to her, an infiltration on her space of her root has happened, that is complete soul fracture right there. When a loved one experiences someone that was so close to their heart and they pass away suddenly, or they go through a divorce and they love that person so much, but they find out that they're having an affair, whatever that is, that's trauma. Part of yourself leaves. This is where you get that energy where you start feeling like spacey, can't keep your thoughts together, not sleeping well, feeling out of sorts, feeling like, oh, what's wrong with me? Feeling like you're not connected. You're not feeling life like you used to. This is where that depressional energy comes in, and it just makes you like, okay, I'm just don't want to participate in life anymore. I'm just existing. Little basic task to even just get up and shower takes a lot out of you just to do that. Just to try to figure out what to fix for yourself takes a lot out of you. Because you're not there all the way. You're not complete. Pieces of you are all over the place. Especially if you've worked a job that has just been pulling your life force like crazy. Like, it's a constant stressor. Stress, 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 stress. And then finally when you get home, you're like, oh, I finally got some time to myself. I can rejuvenate, blah, blah, blah. And then you go back in. Stress, 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 stress. Ah, I'm out. It's this constant up, down, up, down, up, down relationship. But it never stays rejuvenated enough to replenish you. Okay, that's why vacations were developed. So that's what we are going to be doing on Sunday. If you are interested in that, in aligning, I hope you will take this in, because we're stepping into some really powerful energy right now. And this is that energy that is just, how do I put this? Like, so beautiful. And just watching how a lot of the lower vibrational energies are trying to interfere to pull the energy down. It's not going to work. I'm not sorry about it. Good luck trying to pull it down, because we're just, if you haven't felt that accelerational energy coming in, you're about to get a big whop of it coming in right now. Okay? At nighttime, a lot of us are getting these beautiful light energies that are coming in that are part of your soul energy. They're also part of your divine team working with you, calibrating you, moving you up into those higher timelines, anchoring you into it so you stay in it. Third dimension is third dimension. And like I said, if it starts feeling like fear and panic, that's third dimension. Get yourself and stay up in that higher timeline. Stay in that energy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. Don't have to hang out in 10 a lot. 10's kind of intense. 9 I like to do when I got to go and get things done. I say ninth dimension, please, so I complete the task. Everything moves like this, synchronicity, when you're on ninth dimension. Okay? Use it for that. Then I just kind of settle into higher timelines. Staying on higher timeline. Higher timelines means this. Better people to work with, people that are aligned, people that stand in their truth, people that have their soul energy right, people that are not lying to you, people that will correct their energies when they make a mistake. They don't argue with you. They do the highest good. That's what the higher timelines are about. Lower timelines are stressing you out, not giving you the pay that you deserve, stealing from you, making you sick, all the above. That is what we've been dealing with. I'm sorry. Back in the day when I learned about cells and how to close out a cell, you would say, which one of these would you prefer? Which one sounds better? Oh, you're going with the higher timeline. I would have chose that also. Great choice. Close out the cell. There you go. So that's one of the things I wanted to bring and talk about. It will be a safe space. In order to get into the group, you show up on the Zoom, you show your face. We have to see you. Okay? This is not you just present some little picture of yourself. No, show up. There's a reason why. Because we don't want no callywhacks in there. Okay? If I find anybody doing anything they ain't supposed to be doing in that group, hurting people, you will have to deal with me. And that's not going to be pretty. Because the divine team won't put up with it. Okay? Just letting you know. Oh, yesterday was my day? No wonder why I was laying down. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Just figuring that out. I looked on the thing and didn't see that. Oh, that's why. It's way over there. Okay. Whatever. All right. Well, that explains everything why I was laying down. It was my day yesterday, my kin number. Any questions about what I have said before we jump into some connection? Everybody good? What I just said. Are you good? Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you, new subscribers, for being here. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. Is everyone good? Where's my book? Oh my God. Okay. I don't see any questions. Okay, good. So, yesterday was White Self-Existing Wizard. Yes, good. Okay, cool. So, today is Blue Overtone Eagle. Yesterday, what was what? We are the hinge of the absolute in its self-remembrance. Oh, that's so true. Today, we are in Blue Overtone Eagle. I empower in order to create commanding minds. I seal the output of vision with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of abundance. Abundance! Abundance! How would you feel if you could just move and do whatever you wanted? Buy whatever you wanted within reason. You want to be smart, okay? You don't want to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs doing crazy stuff. You want to be smart. All right? Be smart when it happens. Okay, the color blue, planet is Jupiter. Of course it is. And then the chakra is the crown, and earth family is polar. Ah, I love it. And it says, message-wise, the telepathic universe is far more ancient than the mind can conceive. Oh, hell yes. Very ancient. So when we're talking about things are moving and shifting, that's ancient energy that we're dealing with. Some of you have ancient connections where you have to activate in that now. You have to step into it. Okay. So the rune for this is the journey one. That R. It says journey, communication, union, and reunion. Interesting. This rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, two elements, and with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey. When what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Interesting. Inner worth mounts here, and at such time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self, the teacher within. Once you are clear, you can neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intend on movement. Be content to wait. Ooh. Ow. While you wait, keep on removing resistance. More the reason why we're doing this workshop. As the obstructions give way, all remorse arising from trying to make things happen disappears. The journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any ceases in your life. Material advantages must not weigh heavily on this journey of self towards the self. Stand apart even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply at this time for part of the journey. The soul journey cannot be shared. Another of this cycle of the rune, the radius, carries within it a form of the rune of joy. For now, the end is in sight. You are no longer burdened by what you have left behind. Heaven above you and earth below you unites within you to support you on your way. A simple prayer for a soul's journey is, I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of intention is proper on any occasion and is particularly appropriate as the preamble to healing. So, I love that. I think that is right on key of how energetically we're moving. And I'm just going to kind of jump ahead and take a look at Sunday, which is a gamma energy on the 24th. There is a way of tuning into and using number malice to relations to the synchronicity order to create a mental force field to shift the world hologram. Oh yeah, we picked a good day. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the rune is going to be the flow. 127. I like that. That's proof in the pudding. Flow of water, that which conducts, will be on the 24th. So, be like water, be like flow. So you will have your signal, get your signal set up so that you can be put into the group, and you'll be put into the group as we are on Zoom. Okay? That's how that will go down. So I'm putting it out there. Don't come in there hurting people. I'm saying that for anybody that does very cruel things. Don't come in doing that. Okay? All right. Any questions about that energy? We're going to go step into the cards. But before we do, let's get you recentered and refocused. And I'm glad I got that lined up because I want to definitely keep my energy ready for when I go to Shasta time. And I think I'm going to Shasta during the time when we're in our 10-day journey work. So pretty. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in again. Exhale it out. Breathe. Feel your shoulders just drop when you hear that. This is 531 hertz vibration, 531. So when this is being played, you will feel this like moving through your spine. It moves through the spine. And today we're working in that third, fourth cosmic cube energy, awakening the consciousness of mediumship, which means to be able to be connected to spirit and channel the information, to receive the clarity, to receive the information, okay? And to not be, how do I put it? Not to be interfered or misled by the artificial light energy, which is losing its grip. So beyond Lemuria, let's see what the card's energy says for today. There you go. So if you're interested, you can definitely go to galacticspirallight.com and send an email. If you received the email from Marty, please check your emails today. If you got an updated message, because we are sending out the emails. I think she's updating everything. If you don't get it today, you're going to get it for sure tomorrow. Okay? So we are only expecting the divine alignment for those who are showing up. And you're going to do that whole thing. We're not breaking it down. Because what happens? Something always happens and interferes, especially when you're doing clearing work. Something comes along and interferes. Oh, now you can't do the second day. Now you got to get caught up. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do it on that day and be done with it. And then you're going to go through your integration. And then you are in the private group, in the signal group, where we work with you. Check in with you. I'll do promptings. I'll have you do some journal work. And also that group is the place of the seers, where we do our card work. Okay? So to be in that group, you have to have at least, minimum, 3 sets of cards. Minimum. At least 1 set, for God's sakes. I'm not going to tell you how many sets I have. I can open a store. Let's just put it that way. Can open a store. That way. I can open a store. There you go. And I make sure to use them. I need help setting up signals. Signal's easy. Just download the app. Download the app, follow the prompts. Easy. It's way easier than Facebook. Signal's very easy to set up. Don't be intimidated by Signal. Download the app, put your info in, and just get yourself signed up. So when we put you into the group, I can move you over because I can go straight to the listing that you designed your signal group. You design your signal info, and then I can put you in. So we didn't want to have to do Telegraph because a lot of times Telegraph has weird energy on it. It's got some weirdness. It's heavy. It's like weird. Okay. Oh, I love it. Today we're sitting in some... Ooh. Ooh. Shut up. Oh my gosh. That's why I do that. So there's a reason for the Divine Cosmic group, and I'm only going to share it as we get closer. But I did share it with one of the members that's in that group already. And she was like, what? I said, yeah, that's what it's going to symbolize. Very old, ancient oracle group, seers. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, first card. Beyond the mind. Want to be beyond the mind. Beyond the mind. Beyond the mind. The ancient stone says, wisdom keeper, a new perspective, study and learning. Study and learning. The water cards present Lord Shiva, divine fusion. I unite with sacred synergy. It's kind of cute too. It's got that, like, what is your problem? I'll take care of it. Then in our coded light language, cosmic consciousness ascension deck, we have forgiveness, series initiation, forgiveness. What do you need to forgive? And next to it, we have Lyra, and that's awareness, and that's patience. Where do we need to have patience with ourselves? Where do we need to have patience? Where's the patience? Because obviously we need to pay attention to it, because the constellation cards also said patience. The blue snowball, number 40. That's going to be Nibiru. Patience. That's why I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. So what do we need to be patient with? What's the being patient with? Ourselves? Is that what that is? Do you feel like you have to be patient with yourself? Are you trying to push so fast ahead right now you're missing the jump? Is that what it is? Where do you see you have to kind of be patient? Because God knows I'm practicing it right now. I am practicing patience. Kind of like, okay, everything's getting lined up. It's not all lined up just yet. It's getting there. Because I don't want to jump too soon and miss my mark. Remember that. You don't want to jump too soon and miss your mark. You want to have patience. Patience. You want to observe. You want to see, how is it all going to line up? You just want to be patient. Just patience. Just have patience. The spirit of patience. How is the spirit of patience moving you? What does that mean? Okay? Don't miss the mark. If you act out of haste and you act out of pain and you act out of a pure place of disharmony, you're going to miss the mark. If you wait with the patience, you'll have Aries that will be the motivation. Aries will get you moving. But once you have the motivation, then what comes through when you have the motivation? What's the motivation all about? What is that? What is the motivation? Oh, we got this one time before. Crix, the Southern Cross, the signal. You'll see the signal clearer. You'll know. Signal. So, have the patience. Be motivated. Pay attention to the signals before you move. Everything has to be lined up. Everything lined up. So when it's all lined up, you know it's the right thing. When it's all lined up. Ecstasy. Oh, shit. There you go. There you go. When it's all lined up and said and done, there you go. You want to have that feeling. The Southern Cross again, that crosses the top of that. Aquarius, that's number 11. Constellation. When you do reads and you got a question about something, when you lay your cards out, this is one of the things that will be going over in the divine cosmic connection. Sometimes people just stop at midway of the reading. They don't give the whole story. You got to give the whole thing. Okay, sometimes you have to lay another card when you ask a question so that it can give you another answer that titrates into what you first asked about. So it can give you the final energetic outcome, what to look for. Okay? Instead of some people, you just kind of keep going, you do cards and you just lay one card out. Then take the step to, if you're fine with that card and it feels aligned, great. But if you have a question, like, okay, well, I'm not really understanding that, that's when you say, the Spirit said, can you go a little bit deeper on that? Show me a little bit more what I'm supposed to be looking at. That's where you get those shocking revelations. Because you didn't stop right there. You went ahead and asked and went deeper. And then boom. That's how you want to do that. Okay. All right. Any questions? Any questions at all? Signal is easy to set up. It's not difficult. They've updated a lot of things as Signal. You just want to set it up so you have your own thing, run it through and put your message in. When you get yourself set up, I'm going to ask you, do you have Signal set up? So set it up, and then I will put you in the group. If I cannot find you, that means you set it up where I can't see you. Okay, so set it up where you can be seen, and then once you're in the group, it's a private group. Nobody's going to see you in the group except for those who are in the group with you. Okay, so this is that time, and I'm looking forward to doing this. Now, since we had to be patient with ourselves and wait, we actually had to sit with it because it was like, okay, things are changing. And then once I got the info about the acceleration of time, how it's really moving, I'm like, oh, we can't do that. And they were really all about that. No, we're not playing catch up here. We're not trying to. Catching up is like you stuck in the past, you didn't commit, and then you're trying to catch up with the present. No. They want everybody that's going to do it, be present. Be in that presence right then and there. Get the full benefit. I don't know about all of you, but I've done things where I purchase like workshop things and stuff after the fact, and I noticed it wasn't the same if I would have been there when it first started or when it was being done, because there's just an energy of connection right at that time. That portal is there right at that time. That space is created right at that time. So that's why we have to break that old habit of, oh, I'll pay for it and I'll watch it later. Yeah, you can watch it later, but it ain't going to be the same. That's all there is to it. Got to say it the way it is. It's not going to be the same. Okay. And then when you're in the group, you're going to be behind. So we don't want you to be behind. We want you to catch up with yourself in the present already and be present. There. Spoken. I've spoken. There. All right. Is everybody good? It's been cold today. Looks a little dreary outside. Is everyone good? Send some love hearts. Did I fade out? Did I go somewhere? We only got a little bit more time to just wait. So everyone's homework assignment is if you're going to participate on Sunday, to get your signals set up. Grace is good, okay? Get your signals set up. Get it set up. Once you're in the cosmic group and I see who you are and you got good intentions, then you can petition to get into the other groups, like the priestess group. But you cannot get into the spiral light group. You have to be a practitioner to get into that group. Okay, that's strictly for the practitioners, because we talk about codes and new things that come in. That goes over there in that group. So that's where the practitioners are. So, Grace, thank you for your love hearts. Shay, are you good? Cosmic Flower, are you good? Des T, are you good? Okay. I'm assuming all of you are good. All right, lovelies. Go and have patience with yourself. Go and be in love with yourself. Go and be inspired with yourself. And know that tomorrow we'll come on and we'll talk about what is tomorrow? We're going to talk about the warrior and the intelligence, because that's what the kin is for tomorrow, and the energy of that warrior energy. What are some of the things you need to move through, okay, and release? And if anything comes up in dream world for myself or yourself, let's talk about it. Okay, so if there's no other questions, I am on signals. I'm so old. OLL. Shay, girl, please. I'm going to tell you something. I'm 58 years old. I'm getting ready to be 59 in January. If you are below the 50 mark, you're a baby. You're a baby. You're a baby. You're a youngin'. Okay? If you're 50 and above, well, there you go. But anybody below the 50, you're a youngin'. That's how I see all y'all. Youngins. You're youngins. You're the young ones. And you should be the young ones. You should enjoy being that young time of self. And take this time and have those salt baths, you guys, okay? Because I know a lot of you are feeling a little heavy. I still don't know what to do. I mean, come on. What you having problems for on Signal? The signal is don't have a problem. Tell me what your problem is. Send me a thingamabobber, a text thing, or better yet, I'll go into Signal and I'll look for you. Okay, I'll look for you, and then we'll go from there. But everyone, take those salt baths, okay? Because we're accelerating, and now we're in a new Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. That ain't gonna lead till 2044. Can't even wrap my head around that. I don't even want to do the math on that. 2044. Oh, by the way, I gotta say this. Okay. So, there's two things I'm going to say. Okay. One of them I might not say it just yet. I'll say the first one. So, yesterday, as I'm just kind of like, just resting, I'm strolling through, and I see Christina Aguilera and this girl named Sabrina. Okay. Now, how many of you have seen the new Christina Aguilera? How many of you have seen it? You kind of questioning how good that weight loss program is? Is that what they want you to believe? You know I'm getting ready to go there, right? Yep, sure am. Here we go. So anyway, I I see that and I'm like, huh. And then I see some pictures that were put up, and there's this one picture where she has her back turned, she's in the swimming pool, but her hair is pulled up and it's the back of her. Well, when I went to nursing school and I had to, I really liked, you know, anatomy, physiology, yes, you know. And there's just this one itsy weensy bitty thing that was just kind of bothering me. And that thing was in the picture, when you lose weight, because I know this, being a massage therapist, I know this, all right? I even know it for myself back in my time when I lost a lot of weight, going through illnesses and stuff. When you lose weight and you're really thin, okay, you will see on the back of a person every vertebrae of a thin person. You will see it, okay? You'll see it. That's how you know the person's thin. They're thin. They don't have enough adipose tissue covering that spine. Okay? You will see shoulder blades coming out. Scapula. You'll see that. Okay? You see the shoulder blades. All right? You'll see the back lines of the rib cage. All right? There was none of that. All it was this straight back. None of that. It was like just straight flat. None of that. Didn't look real. And I noticed something else too. She keeps wearing these really high thigh boots. All the way up to, okay. Just saying, more power to you, but I ain't buying it. Just saying. So, just saying, kind of pointing out something. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. You'll see what I'm talking about. Because I know what a thin person looks like. I've worked on people who were really thin. And you can see every one of their vertebrae, their alignment of their rib cage. This one you couldn't see nothing. It was just whoop. Like, nah. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, all that interestingness. And tomorrow we'll talk about some other interesting things. So tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow, probably in the morning. I still don't know what to do. Shay, stop that. Everyone be good to yourself. Take your salt baths. And I will chit chat with you tomorrow. All right? But just be patient. All right, everyone sleep well. Be good to yourself. Take those baths. Much love. Bye.